For one man's trash is another man's treasure. Alright, so this is how old I am. Alright, so from here, pay attention to the words and the year. I mean the number. I mean the year. I mean the number. I came back to America that year. I think that was the year of Desert Storm. That was the first year I learned how to pray. I think it was 90. I learned how to pray in 90. Or was it 91? Well, Desert Storm was in 91 and 90, I guess. Or maybe I was about to turn 7. That's what it was. So it was 91. That was the year, that was like Pac and Biggie war. Wasn't that the year Pac died? What was the name of that? Hammond Gog. What, Aaliyah was probably the best in the world at that time right there. It was her and Kelly. Everybody was waiting on the end of the world for 1999. That was when we had all the vote, the election fraud with Dracula's blood inside of the house. Yeah, there was a lot going on in all types of kingdoms, high and low. That was 9/11. Ah. I think this is the year I did EA Sports Madden 2006. I was on top of the world at that time, boy. And I think Texas beat. This is the year. Yeah, Texas beat USC in the freaking Texas beat USC in the Rose Bowl national championship game. 80% of the country went for USC. I was one of the few people in the country from Texas going for Texas. And Vince Young did not disappoint. Greatest game on earth, they said. That was a whole nother type of shootout. Like I said, that was when I had called it. I was like, Obama would be president right there. And they were like, because his name is Hussein? I said, nah. Because of his last name, we're going to be the Obama nation. What was that? Whether they hither, whether they are here. That's what it means. Lo and behold, giving of rest. I was assured that, yeah, this dude is actually that's the abomination right there, man. Valley of Southwest Jerusalem. Came back to America then. City of Aram, Mesopotamia. (2013) Hush, Keep Silence. That was after the everybody was freaking out over the 2012, but the earthquake prediction had just started. That was right around the time when Dutch Sense had just came out with earthquake prediction, and they started. He started getting silenced by USGS, United States Geological Service, over in the University of Washington at UW. They downgraded all the earthquakes, so you guys can't see how actually, if you go back and check the stats and add them up, your stats won't add up to that proper value, because they downgraded them so much to where, like, they would go, I think he said the 4.9 Society. He wanted to make a t-shirt called the 4.9 Society, because they would take like 5 6s and 5 7s and 5s and drop them all down to 4.9. And he's like, what the heck is this? And he would go back and check them, like, we just checked these earthquakes and they're down. Like, yeah, man, that was when the censorship was he was one of the first people I had ever heard of being censored on YouTube, before YouTube was ever talking about, before the word censorship ever came out in my media circles. That was the first person I had ever seen actually having it happen live, where the USGS was censoring the earth, literally it's been censoring the earth's magnitudes. So the values, like, you can check them. Like, when you go check the earthquakes and you see a new earthquake and it's big or something, check USGS, and then they'll put up the earthquake, and then somebody will come in and downgrade it. The way that they're adding it up or something, or their AI or something, is bad calibrated. But nah, they actually attacked Dutch Sense on live TV through the USGS, through the UW. Like UW, that's, come on, man, you already know what that is. That's Obama Town. They don't want you to know what's going down over there. because a lot of those earthquakes are not earthquakes. A lot of those earthquakes are actually war that you're not told of, underground wars, like micro nukes. But yeah, that was the hush keep silence. Same thing in 2011. That was when they did the underground thing over in Virginia and Colorado. They had a serious little war that they were looking for nukes that were lost around that time in the United States. Benumbing cessation, 2014. Oh yeah, that was beast mode year. To turn, overturn. That was a wild year, man. 2014, 2015 was wild. That was the turning point. I ain't gonna lie. It was like 2015, 2014. Because it prepared everybody. Because that was still Obama, man. He was turning the nation, and it was affecting the whole world, man. He was doing everything. That was the Jade Helm 15. That was when the AI came in 2015. Sophia came in 2017. 2016, Obama went out for a short time. But he's not really out. He's just on the side. That's why he has a whole nother inauguration that same year. He had an inauguration to go into the internet domain as king. So y'all didn't pay attention to that. Y'all go back and look at October 31st, 2016, Obama inauguration. That's some scary shit for your ass. Excuse my French, but man, I'm not gonna lie, man. These guys are doing some of the scariest stuff I've ever seen. It's way scarier than movies. The movies don't do it any justice. I tell you that, 100%. It's way scarier. And you have Trump come in, things turn upside down, because everybody thought Hillary was gonna get it. Yep. Oh yeah, that was the year that. Remember, that was the year. Was it this year? I think it was this year when the dragon. See, look at the earth. So this is prophecy not just for Israel, but for the whole world. Because these things affect the whole world. It said change the world. That's why I started talking about, Obama was like, yeah, that dude's gonna be a freaking abomination. And then the first thing he come in and talk about is change the whole world. It's like, yeah, that's what you're looking for. Lo and behold, Mr. 4 all himself. Mr. 04 all himself. All right. You guys don't even have any clue if you don't think that World Wide Web had anything to do with that guy getting president and his cousin, Dracula, cousin family over there had something to do with putting the AI in charge of that. You guys are just not looking at it. You guys thinking that this president stuff is really doing something. Trump, Biden, whoever you put in office, it's not going to be commander-in-chief. They'll be in name only. Because the actual commander-in-chief of military operations on American soil is the AI, aka Jade Helm. Or it could be Jade Helm, I don't know. It could be some Scientology type stuff. But it could have something to do with Sophia. Because it's just too much play on with Will Smith. Something's going on with Will Smith with this. Like, it's something different. Will Smith is like the president over in Hollywood, something for it's weird. It's weird, man, because like the Matrix was supposed to be for that guy in 1999, but they switched him out and did Keanu Reeves because he wanted to do Ali. But his wife got pulled into it to continue on. She was supposed to be Trinity, Jada. So if you're thinking about it, the Matrix was the merger of the machine with the man, which is the merger of the beast kingdom with the kingdom of the Most High, which is the man, the iron and clay, they should not mix, they should not adhere with each other. But that matrix stuff was all about pumping it up and getting everybody into it. Will went to Ali, so Will's got something to do. I don't know if he's hiding or whatever, but he's got something to do with it. Church of Philadelphia type stuff. I don't know what's going on. He has the eagle symbol, so the birds of the sky. So I don't know. We look at him like an asshole. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all that stuff. But this guy is not just some, like, this is, all this stuff is a kingdom type stuff. There's a whole kingdom of this stuff going on. This is the stars, star worship, idol worship these guys are doing. So it's on many different, like I said, kingdoms. So, but these things are affecting the whole world. They're messages to the whole world. They're signs and symbols to the whole world. And look at his name, Will Smith. Like, he smites the will. And the only will is the will of the Most High, which would be the Lamb. So, you know, it's just a distraction, just like everybody else to me. If I'm looking at it, like, I don't worship none of these cats. They're just competition. To me, everybody's competition. That's why I talk to you cats like I'm a coach. Like, you know, because I've been a coach. That's the only job I've ever known. Ever. And I've gotten in trouble for it since I was a very, very young child. But I've been very good at it. You know what I mean? Like, my coach was even mad at me when he left, when I was in Canada. He left to go to Thailand or whatever, or Philippines or whatever. During the darn, it was the same exact time as they were in the air, in the sky, on the plane, I think, about to land when they saw the darn, when they saw the tsunami underneath them. Yeah, that's how, like, me and, like, I look at my people that I speak to, the people that I pray for, or the people in my environment I have prayed for. My steps are ordered, you know, like, so, like, I feel that Most High has put, you know, people around me that are not average, as if, like, I shouldn't say not average, just extraordinary, such as I am, because, you know, birds of a feather flock together. And yeah, so yeah, man, he was mad at me because when he came back, I done took over the off-season football workout program for the team, and had these guys doing extra work, extra weight, extra reps, and we're running and doing all this extra. He kicked me out the darn team, but yeah, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I made it back on, like, because he saw that I was actually knew what I was talking about. But yeah, man, it's I'm speaking to you guys, and I figure that the people that hear my voice even right now are extraordinary people. You're not actually average people, man. Like, you're in a extraordinary time, so why should you expect ordinary circumstances, and why should you be ordinary yourself? You know, you were told in the scriptures, and hopefully it made it to you, that ye are the sons of the Most High. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to be, you know, in his son's favor, which is his word. If you're in his favor, which is his word, you know what I mean? Like, you know this, and you know not to be, like, looking up to idols and stuff like that. You're supposed to be equals and not have inequality. You know what I mean? And yeah, like, so the point is, yeah, we're made equal, but the blessings are unique. You know what I mean? Our gifts are unique. Our time is unique. And that's why he said there's order, you know what I mean, to things. Like, they're, you know, the highest is the lowest, the greatest is the least. And if you humble yourself, you find this out. Because what does humbling do? It puts you in a direction. Because until then, you're spiraling out of control. Like they say, when you're born, you're automatically dying. That's what they say. So as soon as you take your first breath, you start dying. All right, whatever. But yeah, like, you gotta humble yourself to life, because like my motto when I was coaching was bring it to yourself before life brings it to you. And that's I never step on the line, not ready. I never step in the field or put my name up for service without actually bringing the Most High with me and my full armor and my prayer, which is my authority. And that's been given to me by blessing. It's a kindled fire. We tell each other that, just basically it's just praying. And when we stick in that, we'll learn if we really, you really put your heart into it and you learn that, that you got to apply it outside of prayer. You gotta use his word to shield you from yourself. A Bible to me is a bib. A bib, if you look at French, a bib, L-E is the, and a bib is a bib, like a plate of armor, a breastplate of armor, okay? And it protects you from cutting yourself with your sword. Your mouth, what comes out of your mouth is filthy. So a bib is supposed to keep you clean so that you are presentable for your Father, okay? And the bib is his word. Yeah. And yeah, that's his word. It's a gift. That's us, man. Like, we're supposed to keep that on. He said, strap this to your chest, strap my words to your breast. Come on, didn't he say that in the Bible? He said that. Forehead, arm, chest. Come on, man. You see these cats all over the world strapping little boxes and stuff to their like foreheads and they have prayer in them. They have scripture in them. Boxes wrapped around the wrist. Scripture. Obama got a scripture inside of his, got Arabic scripture inside of his ring. You know what I mean? Like, there's Lord of the Rings type stuff going on. So you guys, y'all don't see? Like I said, man, all that stuff is just to show you like what's going on a micro level, but give you a taste, but mock you at this, a mock. They're mocking you. Give you a taste. Micro. You know what I mean? And it's sad that, people aren't catching on. It's predictive programming. So let me go ahead and get to where we are and where we're going. Because that's what I do. I'm a pathfinder, baby. And I look at the word. Because the word orders my steps. They hit the ground with more dexterity than my toes, than all the experience that I've ever had. You want to think about it, man. Just think about it. The word is everlasting. So therefore, it is your rock. That's what you step on before you take a step. If you're out in the cold, think about a very cold day, and you breathe down, you'll see your fog touch the ground. Well, your breath is not the fog. Well, your word is not that fog. Your word is super fast, super incredible. But, I'm not, saying your word, but the word, the power of the word is incredible. It hits the ground and leaves. It's like almost like a pad. Like your world is coated by sound. Everything in it, sound affects sound. It's like magnetism, electromagnetism. It's Microsoft for us, depending on how much faith we have in our word, and that's the deciding factor. Faith is deciding how sure your step is. It's more like a stern step in the right direction. It's a step of authority. It's a different way of stepping, okay? It's a step of authority. And what is authority? Author is prayer in Hebrew, okay? So authority is prayer in Hebrew. You take a step with authority. And that's what I told you. I told you that. I said it's more than just praying You gotta get up and walk with it. And you gotta have faith. And faith is amplified with fasting. So step with authority. That's a slight form of fasting. Prayer is fasting. It is a form of fasting. I'll tell you that. If you ever tried fasting and failed, maybe you should try prayer while trying to fast. When you feel weak, pray. That's your authority. Okay. Like, pray with authority. Step with authority. When you feel weak, when you feel faint, you're going to have to step with authority on point. You're going to have your knees with authority. Most of all, though, because that's where we started. All right? Get them knees with authority, then you can bridge the link a little bit a little bit better, a lot better, way better when you get off your knees and step on your feet. I'll tell you that. It's like working out, isolation workouts. And that's the way I looked at it. Like, my prayers are extreme. They're either hot or cold. There's no lukewarm prayer for me. I'll tell you that. So, yeah, and it's always been that way. Like I said, since I was a child, there wasn't nothing, no game. Prayer has never been a game for me. Never. It's never been a game, ever. I've never taken it lightly. So, let's get where we're going. 2017, 2018, an overthrow. 2019, crooked AI. Remember, 1 is A, 9 is I. B-O-A-I. Ooh! Because 2 is B. I never even connected that. Holy cow. Even then, it says it. B-O. This is his time. I'm telling you, man. B-O. Oh, man, because 0, B-O. Oh, man. 2 is B. B-O. And 19 is AI. Oh, my goodness. But B-O is the beginning of it. Is the heading of the year. Oh, my goodness. This is the... Oh, my goodness. And the word year means something else too. In Hebrew, it's a different word. It's almost like fear, trembling, or something like that. I think I got it. I'm gonna have to look it up some other. I got it. I took a picture of it, but a screenshot. Let me get this finished off. Where are we going with this? Wow. Hey, man. Tada rabba for the word. Tada rabba for the milah. That's the word. Tada rabba AHAYAH HaKadosh. Tada rabba YASHA HaKadosh. Tada rabba RUACH HaKadosh. Tada rabba. That means thank you very much. AHAYAH is the Most High. YASHA is who you call Jesus, but it's not Jesus. His name was one name under heaven, not converted to somebody else's name or made up name. It has to, his father's name has to be in his name, or his name has to be in his father's name. Jesus don't go with AHAYAH, so you got to take that out. But you could take AHAYAH and YASHA. And his prophets also have the name Isaiah, Joshua, all that. You got to look at it. So 2020, that's B-O-B-O. That's B-O-B-O, it's 2020. You know that, right? Deliverance. So that was when people started realizing there's like a somebody's that's when they started talking what was 2020? That was when the old folks in the homes were starting to get killed off. I think there was some bad vengeance going on, some mean vengeance. But if you know the word, you know to stay out the way. You can't be in the middle of it. I told you guys, you got to be hot or cold. You can't be in the middle of that mess. You can't be getting sent off. Either way, man, you know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. The whole world was getting sent off. 2020, B-O-B-O. Huh. $2021. So what I heard was 2020 was a lot of saline, because a lot of people were suspicious, and it was like last call. People were like quitting and jumping and running, jumping ship. Well, that was the deliverance was the stimulus checks, wasn't it? So 2020 was the deliverance checks. 2020, all right. 2021, hot scene. The hot scenes. You want to know what that is, huh? Yeah, that's what that was. Weapons of war. Okay? Talking about the world. Okay? This is where we're at. Say, when you see the abomination that causes desolation standing in a place where it should not be, which is the temple, when they start messing with the DNA, running for the hills. And the word is whore. So this is a Hebrew word, whore. And I don't think that's the way that the world uses it the most. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Raw. Region of North Mesopotamia. Alright, so okay, so we're back to Mesopotamia, another 2012. 2024 is 12 years after 2012. Am I not mistaken? Didn't I just see that? That's why I went back. But where did I go back to? I went back to Mr. B.O. that year. And then I went forward to see where I remember it, because I knew it was in his time. Okay. So there's a circle being made. We're going in circles. So we go to 2024. I guess we're gonna go all the way to 2030. So they're supposed to take away the cars. Altar. Uh-oh. Sounds like a lamb being slain on an altar. Har El. Now, Har is mountain. El is the, or El is God in Old Hebrew. Okay. Another reading for Ariel. So let's go back. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So no derivations. No derivatives. To kill, to slay. 2026. Sounds like a civil war. Slay. Now in the Bible, the word slay is in Revelations, mostly. Double-edged sword. Slay them with a double-edged sword. 2027. Slaughter. Slaughter of the lambs. That's the only time I heard of slaughter. So there's a chess game going on around this time. B.O. So now I'm thinking about it. Let me just recalculate what I'm saying here. B.O. Altar. B.O. to kill, to slay. I wonder if he died, if somebody dies, and then we see a resurrection, some type of revelation. Somebody's gonna die. Oh, it's a lot of killing and slaying. A lot of death after 2024, okay? It's a prediction going on these guys are talking about. 2024, there's a lot of death. $2028, more death. 2029, become pregnant. That means when the AI is just about to, remember Will Smith in the movie, what was it called? iRobot. So iRobot, they had the rollout, and it was like, it was just sudden. So think about it, 2029, they're talking about getting rid of all the gas cars, because they want to just do it 2030, 2035, they want all the gas cars off the road. So they're going to start by 2029, I guess, really pushing it like hardcore. And this is when they want everybody chipped up. Oh, that's the chip. 23. BOCO. That's when they want the woman with child. Revelations. Oh no, we gotta go back. This is the, remember the word whore? H-O-R-E? Yeah. AC. This is, so this might be when they produce them, like when the AI comes out, I'm telling you. pregnancy, conception. It's crazy because I never thought about that. Herod is just one letter away from Haran. And Hera over there, that's your Greek. But Herod was the one killing all the kids when YASHA was coming, the firstborn. And it's funny that the word Haran means conception or pregnancy. Harari. Oh shit. BOCC. Oh man. Climate change. Harari. Barack Obama. Says Barack Obama, climate change, Harari. That's what I just picked up out of that real fast. Oh man. Cherod. Oh, killing off the firstborn. Yeah, they're in a desperate move because somebody's coming back. YASHA is coming back. Right. Sound like a meteorite. Yeah. So the whore of Babylon give birth to Harari. I guess Harari comes over. That tech finally comes in 2033 for America. It sounds like that's what that is. Sound like that the Statue of Liberty gonna let out some Harari stuff on y'all. Ugh. That AI. Ruin. Harika. Harisa. Harisa. What it means? Ruin. Ruin pregnancies. Ugh. Rise up out the ruins. $35. Ruin. There's 35 and overthrow, a destruction, a ruin. 2035. Canaanite king, Cain, Horam. BO36, Horam. Okay. BOCF. Yeah. Hold on, Canaanite king. Harum, a descendant of Judah. Harum. Harmon. You know what this is. Canaanites were the giants, and Harmon was a land where CERN, no, not CERN, that's is it CERN headquarters? Or United Nations headquarters is at Harmon, Mount Harmon. And remember, the mountain, Hor Mountain, Har Mountain 2022, we're at Har right now. Mountain, Man. A man mountain. A mountain man. Har Man. Man would be like a man. 38G is a CG. BOCG. 2038 is BOCG. Harmon. Yeah, man. Sound like a giant, because that's where the what do you call it? That's where the fallen angels came down at Mount Harmon, ain't it? Let me go back to Harari. Yeah, because it had extra stuff. 2034. Karate. Harari karate up in this bad boy, huh? An inhabitant of Herod. I told you, man. Killing off the firstborn. Trying to stop the coming of the Most High. Alright, man. So Tremble, be terrified. He's scared. He's very frightened. Because Harari comes from, what the heck was that? Harari comes from, what? What's the, where we get, how we get to 2078? Oh, because I see what I did. Locust. Cargo. This is stuff that's kind of connected, I guess. But anyway, I just wanted to get up to about that point, see where we're going, show y'all a little bit something. I hope you guys take this with some consideration and a grain of salt, and you know, see how it applies to your life and the lives around you. The year. Because every word is an angel. Every word is a messenger. Every word has many different forms, values, age, milestones, concepts. But every word has one truth. Alright, guys. You already know the word is AHAYAH. And his word is YASHA. And YASHA, his word is the Messiah. Alright, filled with the RUACH QADOSH. You guys enjoy your day. Talk to you soon.